urban and suburban, rural, gay, straight, transgender, white, Latino, Asian, Native American.
Joining me right now, Jonathan Nez, the president of the Navajo Nation. Good to see you.
Thank you for having us, Frederica.
Well, fantastic. I'm glad you were available. I mean, how meaningful was that to hear the president-elect very specifically, you know, give a big nod and a big thanks and incorporate Native Americans?
You know, first of all, Frederica, I just want to say that, you know, when CNN and whoever, it wasn't you, Frederica, but all those in behind the scenes categorized Native Americans as something else category on the exit polling on Tuesday was very offensive to all of us throughout Indian country. But as you can see, we came out strong in voting, Republicans and Democrats. And, you know, with the turnout, the historic turnout, we are still looking at the numbers in New Mexico, Arizona, and Utah to find out the overall percentage of what the percentage that went to Biden Harris as well as the current president. So we congratulate VP Biden and Senator Harris, and we met them in Phoenix. And we did tell the DNC chair, Tom Perez, the Arizona Democratic Party, that they should not take the Native American vote for granted. And, you know, you saw some great outreach happening, and we look forward to the Biden-Harris's plan for tribal nations. And, you know, Biden and Harris did say Navajo will have a seat at the table. So as we all know, Native Americans have contributed greatly to this country, including the Navajo people.
Absolutely. I mean, President Nez, then what are your expectations? That had to be very hopeful to meet with them, and now that the race has been called and they are president and vice president elect, what are your expectations about what's potentially next as it directly impacts you and all of your colleagues, neighbors, family?
Right. You know, first of all, we're not going to wait until January until Biden and Harris get sworn in. There should be a tribal leader on the transition team, and to also begin to strategize. I mean, look at what happened here in tribal communities throughout the country. 30 to 40% of the Navajo people don't have running water. So here, our priority is getting infrastructure, and there should be a plan to improve the quality of life in terms of water, electricity, broadband throughout Indian country. And here's an opportunity to do that. And I think that's some commonalities all across the country to focus on our aging roads, our aging bridges, to improve water, to get water to communities that don't have water, as well as electricity. So let's focus on the commonalities that we all agree on. Let's unite the people here, and that's what Biden and Harris is all about, to unite and not to divide, and to move forward on things that we are working on and dealing with right now. And that also includes coronavirus. You know, we got hit hard. We're going on a second surge here on Navajo.
Yeah, the Navajo Nation has been hit very hard by coronavirus, and you heard the president-elect make a commitment and try to reveal tomorrow a team, a coronavirus task force team. What are your expectations there? What kind of difference do you believe a new administration could make?
Well, I mean, when we had Dr. Anthony Fauci come and speak to the Navajo people, Dr. Fauci said Navajo could be a model in helping push back coronavirus in local communities. I mean, right now, as we know, we're going through, the United States of America is going through three surges or three waves, but on the Navajo Nation, we are going through our second wave. And it is because we listen to our public health professionals, our scientists. We here on Navajo mandated people to wear masks, and we even have curfews, which we're going through right now to keep everybody home. So here's an opportunity to share lessons learned from our nation to this country, United States of America, as well. And I'm sure the team will reach out to the Navajo Nation and our public health professionals to see what has worked and not worked here in our communities.
All right, President of the Navajo Nation, Jonathan Nez, thank you so much for your time. All the best.
Thank you, Frederica. Yes.